the awareness has gone way, way, way up. We are an advocacy group. And because of the efforts we've been pushing, especially in our county health centers, in this financial year's budget, we managed to secure another 40 billion to recruit more health workers. In our country health facilities. So all this was also, we contributed a lot in having this. But I'm also happy to note that we have taken a step further, and Ugandans themselves are investing big in the private sector to ensure that we join in fighting this malaria. In a special way, I want to thank Microhaem, our big partners, who are producing malaria testing kits in Uganda. We no longer import malaria testing kits. So when I met Dr. Cedric, and we talked about this, and he was telling me the things he was doing, I said, no, start with malaria. Why should we be importing malaria kits from countries which have never seen malaria? No? So I'm really, really happy to see that a Ugandan is the one producing the kits that we are now using. In a special way, I want to pay tribute to the mother of our daughter, Sunshine. It was a very painful story. I didn't manage to go for burial, but my wife went because we know the family. It was extremely, extremely painful. But these cases are going on every day in rural schools. So really, the case of Sunshine, I want to appreciate the family for standing firm and coming out and saying, no, we didn't expect this to come to us. Now we want to bring it to the attention of everyone, that even those who are able to take children to the best health facilities, they can face this crisis. So I'm happy that you've come forward, and we pray for you, and we pray for the soul of our daughter to rest in eternal peace. And the courage you exhibited when you were here, and your husband, Bruce, you must be commended tremendously. But what we must do is to ensure that we no longer have our young children like Sunshine falling victim to such preventable diseases. Now also, the case of Sunshine has reminded us that we must go to the schools. The testing, the sick bays in schools, you know, can we at least see thank you. I really want to thank you once again. Yeah, your husband. The schools, you know, can we have at least minimum laboratory standards for testing in our schools? Because there are schools which can even afford. Okay? There are those which can afford. I don't usually say we must wait, we get the budget for all schools. No, but those which can afford. And then can we also make it a policy so that we don't lose these young souls. So I really want to thank you. And as part of our commitment, we are going to make it even much bigger. I think, Hajara, we should even plan to go up country next time. Yeah, we can be in Mbare City. Wanyoto is here. We can go up country. We can go to Chibuku. We can go to Namisindo. We can be in Mitoma. And we bring this to the attention of everyone. In a few moments, we shall also unveil the malaria commitment plaque. I will proudly sign it, and I invite each one of you to come forward and sign it alongside me, not as a ceremonial gesture, but as a public declaration that you will use your voice, your influence, your institution, your resources, and your leadership to help end malaria. The Right Honorable Jacob Obotobos would have loved to be here with us. He was supposed to be our chief worker, but the time we gave him this date, he had already committed on another program. And as his deputy, I'm here to stand in for him. I want to thank him. I want wholeheartedly to thank him for the commitment. He has promised me that the health sector is going to be one of the sectors he will put his attention on. And I'm glad that I'm having a boss with whom we are going to work together on this issue. I don't want to say much. I want us to continue with the awareness. I want us to continue with the efforts. But I've been talking to a few partners among the ambassadors, the development partners, and that's how I reached out to my brother, Hughes. So I need him to greet you. Just today I made him just walk, yet he loves jogging. I bought on the road. So please, Ambassador.
Well, honorables, I would say. Ladies and gentlemen, it was indeed for me quite obvious when I received the invitation from the Honorable Thomas Tayebwa to join you this morning, because you know, I'm from Belgium, but I've been in the region for quite a few years, and I know, as you said it, as you put it, that you don't take an appointment with mosquitoes. You don't take an appointment with diseases, and especially with malaria. And I think that it is important indeed that you raise awareness. We know that malaria is there with us in our midst, but sometimes we have a tendency to forget, precisely because it's there all the time with us. And I think that that make that kind of events the Parliament of Uganda is organizing even more important, because yes, it's a kind of reminder. It's there. We know that many people, you know, in the laboratory are working to find vaccines, to find treatments, and so on, but we are not yet there. And that means that kind of effort, like today, should definitely be supported, and that's definitely why I'm here today with you as a token of support, because I think honestly really that it is key and extremely important. And I want to thank also the Honorable Tayebwa, in the meantime a good friend, because he's the only one who brought me to have some sport at last. And for that I thank him. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador. As we conclude, we want to pledge on behalf of Parliament that we are going to push even much more. So that at least testing facilities are available. We ensure that they reach our county health centers. We ensure that as a team of parliamentarians, this service, you know, of ensuring that malaria is eliminated is given much attention budget-wise. So we are going to work with the Ministry of Health and push for you. Thank you, partners. Thank you, everyone. God bless you.